Chapter 3. Goodbye, I won't see you off. A moment later, Lin Luochen dragged the unconscious Leng Yueshuang from the water and laid her on the shore. Drenched from head to toe, her eyes shut tight and face deathly pale, she looked like a celestial maiden who had fallen from the heavens. Lin Luochen gazed at her pitiful state, complex emotions flickering in his eyes. "Hey! Wake up!" When she didn't respond, the corner of his mouth lifted slightly. He tugged open her collar, revealing both the breathtaking scenery beneath and the fate reversal steely nestled between. Lin Luochen fished out the small iron tablet from its precarious resting place, then produced an almost identical replica from his pocket. This counterfeit was crafted by the finest blacksmith in the city, costing him nearly all his savings. Since Leng Yueshuang had only just obtained the real stele and couldn't inspect it properly with her cultivation sealed, she'd never noticed the swap. Now's the perfect chance for a little sleight of hand. In one fluid motion, he switched the necklaces, then pressed firmly several times against Leng Yueshuang's chest. "Don't you dare die on me now, Leng Yueshuang. We still have a century's worth of scores to settle." He had no reservations about physical contact between men and women. Aside from herself, no one knew her body more intimately than he did. After a moment, Leng Yueshuang turned her head and coughed up 2 mouthfuls of water before drowsily opening her eyes. When she saw Lin Luochen's hands still on her chest, her beautiful eyes widened in panic. Lin Luochen calmly withdrew his hands. "You're awake. Don't misunderstand, I was saving you. And don't even think about demanding responsibility, or I'll toss you right back in. Understood?" Leng Yueshuang blinked, still disoriented, but the memory of drowning made her nod hastily. "That suffocating agony, I'd rather be hacked to pieces than endure that again." Satisfied, Lin Luochen helped her up, then abruptly ripped open the back of her robes. Yet despite their tattered appearance, the fabric refused to tear. Clearly, they were no ordinary garments. Leng Yueshuang gasped, clutching her collar as she staggered back. What are you doing? I'm already half dead. Is this man still planning to assault me?" Lin Luochen picked up the wine jug nearby. "If you don't treat those wounds now, I might just take advantage while you're helpless." Though he'd spent most of his life in the Jade Maiden sect, he'd learned plenty of crude phrases from Lin Changsheng. The old hunter might have seemed reserved to outsiders, but in private, a mouth filthier than a tavern drunk's. While Leng Yueshuang didn't grasp his exact meaning, she understood he intended to help. "I can manage myself." "Really? With those injuries?" "Then, I'll trouble you, sir." Her pale cheeks flushed as she reluctantly shed her outer robe. With her spiritual power sealed, she couldn't access healing pills from her storage ring. Without treatment, recovery would be impossible. A sharp gasp escaped her as the movement tugged at her wounds. Beads of cold sweat formed as she bit back whimpers of pain. Lin Luo Chen assessed the gashes of varying depths, then poured strong liquor over them to cleanse the blood. "Ah!" Leng Yueshuang shuddered violently at the sting. Unfazed, Lin Luo Chen heated a knife in burning paper money until it glowed red, then methodically scraped away the necrotic flesh. This time, he'd come prepared, unlike his panicked past self. His hands didn't waver once. "Enendich!" Tears welled in Leng Yueshuang's eyes. She'd never endured such agony. It felt like dying all over again. Once finished, Lin Luo Chen applied several bottles of pre-prepared golden wound powder until the bleeding ceased. Bandaging her required wrapping around her torso, inevitably brushing against her front. With Herculean willpower, Lin Luo Chen averted his eyes. No, not getting tangled in that mess again. By the time he finished, Leng Yueshuang was drenched in sweat and panting heavily. "Thank you, sir." Ignoring her, Lin Luo Chen stowed the medicine, then scooped her up and headed for his hut. Put me down. I can walk." "Shut it. Unless you've suddenly grown wings, stop squirming or it's back to the lake you go." His icy tone made her shrink back instinctively. For some reason, he felt eerily familiar, like someone she ought to fear. Yet she was certain they'd never met. So why this inexplicable dread? And where is he taking me? Some backwoods hut to force me into being his wife? I'm doomed. With my cultivation sealed, I can't even fight back. Frantic, she began assaulting the spiritual shackles within her, desperate to break free. Meanwhile, Lin Luo Chen mentally reviewed what came next. In their past life, this fool had insisted on walking, only to tear her wounds and waste precious time. By the time her pursuers caught up, she'd been barely clinging to life. Not repeating that mistake. This time, I'll help her break the seal and regain her strength fast. Soon, he deposited her onto his bed. Heal quickly. Leave as soon as you can. Leng Yueshuang stared at his aloof back, baffled. After a long pause, she ventured weakly, "Sir, you seem to dislike me. I treat everyone this way. But by the lake, you looked ready to watch me drown. You dropped out of the sky. For all I knew, you were a water demon. Would you approach something like that?" Leng Yueshuang, you didn't look the least bit frightened. Wincing, she struggled upright and bowed. "Sir, I'm being hunted. I can't stay. If fate allows, I'll repay this life debt." Lin Luochen's lips curled mockingly. "Oh, you repaid me all right, with a century of imprisonment." He knew exactly who chased her, the Miaoin sect, after the fate reversal stele. Days ago, unearthly lights had erupted from the broken moon demon gorge, drawing cultivators from neighboring provinces. The Jade Maiden sect had seized the stele first, only for the Miaoin sect to ambush them during their retreat. Most of the Jade Maiden sect's forces were annihilated. Leng Yueshuang had barely escaped via teleportation talisman straight into the lake. Now, with her cultivation sealed and no allies, the proud holy maiden had nearly drowned like a common mortal. And soon, if memory served, the Miaoin sect's hunters would arrive. When Lin Luochen remained silent, Leng Yueshuang hesitated. "Sir." Wordlessly, he opened the door. "Don't let it hit you on the way out." The slam of the wooden door left her standing there, utterly bewildered. "Who am I? Where am I?" He didn't even try to keep me. While she hadn't expected hospitality, his utter indifference stung. Never in her life had she been dismissed so coldly. With one last aggrieved glance at the closed door, Leng Yueshuang stumbled away into the trees.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you like this story, please like, subscribe, and comment to motivate me to continue.